weeks ago, and then like so it's been like 2 months since I played real. But I was playing with Astoro and what do you call him? His rogue Casper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those guys. And then on EU, like you wouldn't know anyone. Or do you play EU too?
No, I don't.
Yeah, EU is where I was pushing, 2800 early season. Um, yeah. One sec. Hey, what's up, dude?
Yeah,
Yo, the
but
boy.
Hey, you guys know each other, right?
Yeah.
Did you see the video, Steven?
yeah, so
What'd you think?
I think it's pretty legit.
Yeah, I was trying to make it funny too with Monty. I got part 2 coming out maybe like tomorrow. I don't know if it's the fuck up of the Shadow Priest or having like just in general just having like cuz when in that game, I don't know if you remember Rascal, it was literally like they had 2 Shadow Priests versus the DH flag carrier or if, DHFC is still pretty good competable with
Yeah.
Guardian.
I don't know. I don't know. You really think it is though?
I think so, because I was just telling Rascal that, uh, like the trample, even though it shares cooldown with leap, like if you, I'm just gonna do it right now. If I trample and then it lasts 3 seconds, and then you wait 3 more seconds, like before casting the next one, then you can literally like
Just like
trample
keep chaining it.
every 3 seconds, kinda 3 to 6
Wait, what?
seconds.
The
Yeah,
fuck are you talking about?
I mean if you do it right, you can trample every like 6 seconds ideally. I think I haven't done the math correctly, but because it is like a shorter cooldown, what was it before, like 45 seconds cooldown or
Yeah.
something?
And then
Now
you
it's
can just
12
like hit the
Oh,
seconds.
flag. You just zoom to the flag, and then once you have flag, you can just leap. You don't need to trample.
Yeah, or just basically don't leap at all unless you have to get through like a door to LOS, like double full moon pyroblast or
oh,
whatever.
I haven't looked at the changes.
Yeah,
So can you trample the flag at speed or no?
yeah, but not like
I think leap is better with flag.
yeah. Well, of course, yeah. I mean, of course, Rascal, you played yesterday, right? You can still trample with the flag, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, but it's not as fast as like.
it's still the same speed.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just 3 seconds now, but you get 2 charges of it. But the charges share with your leap now. So
Oh,
before you only got 2 leaps. Now you get two. Also, in addition to that, you get 2 demonic tramples. Uh, but when you use one demonic trample, it uses up one of your leaps. So you gotta choose if you want to double leap or if you want to double trample.
Mm-hmm.
But they're both on the same 12-second cooldown. So
Yo,
yeah,
Rex, I do have an oddball question for
pretty
you.
rare.
yeah. What's up?
So spec site. I've been like kind of confused on it. Is it basically just like the process of elimination? Like
What's
if
up?
you're trying to find a rogue, I usually just like spec site and then click 'em on the BGE, but I can't see nameplates or anything. So is it just like
Oh,
game knowledge at that point?
well, you need to
Or
get.
is there like a trick to it?
You mean like to find the rogue? Like you're having trouble seeing the
Yeah,
nameplate?
exactly.
You shouldn't at all have. It might be an add-on that you need, but even if the rogue is like at the farthest point of an FC map from you,
Mm-hmm.
you shouldn't not be able to see the rogue nameplate. Like you have to get a nameplate add-on if you don't have one.
I
Really?
don't have one,
Yeah,
but maybe
like
that's
Wait.
what's fucking.
So if you all right. So
I
if
mean
you
if
let's
he's
say you're
not
on Eye of
stealth.
the Storm.
Yeah, what's
Let's
up?
say you're on Eye of the Storm, and like literally like when I pop eyes,
Oh, when you pop
I
by, yeah. Like then in that case
I
you don't.
literally I literally like have to like look. I have
Yeah.
to like stare at my screen and
No,
be like, where the
exactly.
fuck is this
Yeah,
guy?
so like like
Is
when
there a nameplate
that's what
add-on?
you meant? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
yeah, when your eyes there's no there in that
No,
case there's
there's
no
So it
nameplate.
is just game knowledge. You just have to
So you just have
be
to
like, Rogue isn't
assume.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You just have to assume you know where they are because at that range are you gonna see? And it's also like depending on what kind of screen you have, because some screens like you know those games like I don't know, I think it's PUBG where like you have to like be able to see like a little dot in the distance to snipe them or
Mm.
whatever. Like those screens, like some screens are built better for that. Uh,
Yeah, play on a shitty
y-
laptop, so.
yeah, so you got to be able to see like a little red speck in the distance. And what I do is I click them on BGE, and then I
Yeah.
press escape. I'm playing the drums, you know, like with my left hand I like spam escape, and with my right hand I spam the rogue while I'm in sight mode, spectral sight.
Oh, so it just keeps
Yeah, so
like
you kind of
flickering
like
the
see
red.
like
So it's like blinking.
yeah, exactly. So you see like a little red blinking in the distance, but you have
Dude, that's next level, dude.
I
yeah,
do like that.
yeah. But you have to like assume
You could probably change your like video settings to be like more vibrant too, so you can see
Hmm.
like the shadow of like the
yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
But Rascal, if you're playing on a Wrathy Basin and if you use spectral eyes, you could
Yeah.
tell if the rogue is sitting in base or not by the fucking the buff. He'll have a buff for defending the base.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, so
Does that
like
work for
if you
yachts too?
spectral, if you
Interesting.
I don't think it works for yachts. I think it works. Does it work for yachts? I don't know.
What?
Killrehx seen that?
I
Like
don't know.
if you spectral and you click on the rogues nameplates and you look at their buffs, like for
Yeah,
Arathi Basin, it shows
No,
up
I
that
know.
I'm
they're
Yeah,
not sure
defending
about
a base.
that.
I know
Maybe.
exactly which one you're talking about.
Yeah. So like you could be like sitting a bit, or you could be like spectraling and whatever, and be like, oh fuck, like the rogue's not at his base. Like even if you can't see him,
Hmm.
then you'll know. Then you'll know. You're like, oh shit, they're either ghosting or he's just like really far off the node.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally.
Yeah.
Trying to think
But
of another
I
question
don't
to
know,
have.
dude. I feel like Guardian, dude. I feel like Guardian stole the meta, dude. Like,
I really like Havoc on offense, anyways, too.
yeah, dude. Havoc is just like so good. Like to
So much
have like, all right,
utility.
so many people want to run one Demon Hunter, dude. Like if you're gonna have only one Demon Hunter, you have to have him Havoc, dude.
Hmm.
Like for defense, dude, Darkness is probably one of the
On
best
what map?
abilities for
Darkness and slow.
uh,
Which map,
like
for example?
any FC maps, dude. Like
Oh,
FC maps, like Havoc is still like super important to have, like for either offense or defense. Like
what was the Guardian, or no? Boomy was meta last season, right? Or this season, but before the patch.
yeah,
It was
the
Boomy with
Boomy
Guardian spec.
Boomy was like super meta, and then it swapped to Vengeance, and then it stayed Vengeance for a really long time, and like I feel like the meta is like kind of shifting.
Yeah.
Dude, have you get into Seth's team yet?
Hear
Ra-
me?
Rascal, yeah.
Yeah.
Either of you.
Oh,
It's
I
We
haven't
got
been
fucking
playing.
we got clapped
nasty,
2
dude.
times. Yeah. We got clapped by his main team, then he hopped on ults, and we still got clapped.
Dude, they ran double Shadow, double Affy,
Dude,
Fire
the raw
Mage.
comp just fucks us.
Literally, dude, our entire team wiped at the same time. And
Hmm.
I was getting with Spanx, and we got a ninja on them at mines on Gil and AS. We got a ninja on them, and it didn't even matter. Their whole fucking team just migrated over to mines, wiped their entire team, and then gained the base back. Like,
Hmm.
I mean, we were 3 healing. If we were 4 healing, maybe, but like, I literally was like sweating to kick Greater Pyros while the fucking locks were just free casting me
Spamming
waves.
anyways. Yeah.
It's like it was like I was literally doing everything to stop fucking Graders, but it didn't even fucking matter, dude, because the locks were just fucking pumping, dude.
Something I like to do against locks too, especially in
Disgusting.
threes. I just let him free cast like 4 UAs, and then just stun the healer and reverse all of them, and just make it go out of that and fuck him.
Mm.
RBGs, I feel like it would be super good too.
Yeah. You guys
Uh,
know reverse magic. Uh, yeah, like you can dispel. I'm sorry. No, of course you guys know. I'm thinking of cleanse by flame. Never mind.
Oh
Cleanse by
yeah.
flame, like you get owned
Well,
with
that's how
it.
you
mm.
suicide yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit. I was.
I've done I've done that a few times. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. When they don't join quick enough, and you can't see if the other team has a lock to switch to reverse in time.
Yeah.
Um, but
I don't
yeah,
know, dude. I feel like, dude, like Havoc is just like so important, dude. Like in like Legion, it was like double DHs, like two DHs, like super meta. Like you needed like two DHs, especially for like deep wind and shit.
I
And
personally
now
go ahead.
everybody wants one DH.
I don't know.
But if it's a flag map, you don't have a Havoc Demon Hunter, then it's like fuck, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
on
you
Europe,
know?
when I was playing on Europe a few months ago, like uh, I would run Vengeance, Eots, Arathi Basin, Gilneas, and
Oh, so many
sometimes
fast maps.
the cave map with the three carts, the lava. I forget
Mm.
that one's name.
Silver
Yeah.
Shroud.
Yeah, and I think it's OP. Like I don't know why NA doesn't run it a lot, except for me and like one other guy. But Vengeance is really OP, like to ninja like with anything stealthy, simply because like you have your
Just throw him out with your
yeah.
stun.
Here's
You
what
got
you gotta do.
fear.
Like you Illidan's grasp and you 3-2-1 your rogue. Like you say 3-2-1 and they smoke bomb cap. But when you're in Illidan's grasp, like halfway through it, or like 1 second into it, you do the three
Yeah,
two one.
you're like channeling it
Yeah,
and then
yeah, and
throw them
it's
in the last
yeah,
second. Like,
but
yeah,
not necessarily like you don't even have to throw them because you can assume that they might like you can try to throw them at the like before the last second.
Second, yeah.
yeah,
But what you do is like you have your like other keybind with the prison ready to be pressed as soon as they trinket. Like has
And then
like
just fear out of that.
yeah, or sometimes you don't even have to like fear, but yeah, you can fear and then like to avoid like any like millisecond in like a dagger throw, whatever sitting, whatever ice lance,
Mhm.
like
yeah,
you trample them, so they stay in the fear because they took out
yeah.
fell eruption, which is what I used to do to lock them into the AOE fear.
Hmm.
So now like I kind of just trample sometimes to ensure it if the smoke bomb's running out, but yeah, you want to have the imprison ready like as soon as like the second, like not even a second, millisecond after they trinket, you want to prison. Uh, that's what I do. A good rogue will like vanish straight up. They have it in a macro, like where they trinket and vanish at the same time, and that's the only
Mhm.
like real counter. But uh, even then, like you can still get them out with trample. Like if you just trample a general area where you know they're going.
So I like when I've seen, and I don't use fucking traits or anything, and also I don't even use Ildari's grasp.
Yeah,
I probably should start using it.
I'm pretty bad at it too. Like I don't even switch out gear. Apparently, like you have to switch out gear like to you have to have like a tank set and all that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
like burst and shit,
a lot of people. I mean,
and
other
trade.
some other DHFCs don't really run Illidari's Grasp on FC maps. I
Yeah, I
do.
usually
Yeah, I do because the rogue on their team is like their offense. So like if you can get the rogue off you, they're not going to be able to like uh do anything to you.
I like doing that. Yeah, and like Twin and then Warsong, you can just get on the highest platform, just so darn pass them down. Just
Yeah.
fucks their whole go.
Yeah. All right. So how does Odin's grasp or whatever work? So all right, if he goes to like trinket, like can you like while you're grasping him, can you just like spam in prison or no?
Yeah, I don't know if there's like a macro to spam imprison while you're in the middle of Illidari's grasp to not like, cast it over it or cancel
Mhm.
it. There might be, but what I do is I just literally like wait for them to
Just
trinket.
like finger over it, yeah.
Yeah, like have my finger ready to imprison, like, but at the same time throw them off. So your keybind, those two keybinds have to be close to each other within reach of like being able to
Mhm.
like, spam with those two buttons with ease so that you're spamming the throw primarily at first, but if the throw like gets trinketed like before you throw, you know what I mean, like
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah. That shit's pretty OP, dude.
yeah,
Like
you imprison.
I've been like pushing O and I get fucking thrown. I'm just like, God fucking damn it, dude. Like, you fucking
Yeah,
kidding me? Like, what the fuck?
yeah, I'm talking about like particularly for like if you're ninjaing with like a rogue, because that's the best thing to ninja with a rogue simply because of the stealth and the smoke bomb that they have,
Yeah.
but literally anything that's stealth works.
Yeah, Yeah, you remember that? You remember that fucking game we had on Twin Peaks, where we fucking tied and nobody got a cap?
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
Dude, that was insane, dude. Literally, like, my team was like wiping your team, and then like
Yeah.
you kited away, and we couldn't land the kill, and then your fucking team rezzed and then pushed offense, killed me, and then we finally connected, killed you,
Uh-huh.
and then it was like both flags reset, and then it just like fucking happened over and over and over. It was
Yeah.
so dumb,
You,
dude.
you want to know something
It was
funny?
insane.
Yeah.
And they're just like, and then my team was just like, dude, if you were half the FC Killrehx was, we would have won that game.
Oh my god.
It's like, God fucking damn it, dude.
That's pretty funny. You know, want to hear something crazy?
Stupid.
Uh,
Yeah.
there was one game where I played against the Koreans, like at 2700 CR. And I guess you can't repair gear in game or something like that. Like when you're in a game. I'm not actually you
Okay.
can, but I don't know if you can actually, but I didn't in this case. And like I FC'd a game at 2700 CR with like all red gear.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
and I don't know if like
GG.
I don't know if it matters in BGs because I don't know how I won that. Because if you think about it, like I obviously should have lost that, right? So I don't know. I think it's different. Like when you're in the game, maybe I don't know. But everyone's telling me that yeah, if
Yeah.
you're in red gear, like that shit matters. But I don't know. Like maybe it doesn't because we won that game. I have it on the YouTube.
Yeah, you're a really good FC, dude.
Oh, thanks, man.
And also fucking fast capping waterworks. Like after you post that YouTube video, I'm like, what the
Oh,
fuck? Like I'm like, what the fuck? Like I need to try that, and like I haven't been successful yet, but
yeah.
like it's like
You can do it as Havoc.
it's really, yeah, I did it on fucking Blacksmith a couple times as Havoc. Like I
Nice.
literally just Vengeful Tree glide, fucking double fell rush meta, and like get my two rushes back, mount up, and like rush back into the flag, and I would just get smoke bomb capped, and like it's pretty much the same thing as Vengeance.
Yeah.
There's a trick with Havoc where like, oh sorry, but
Go ahead.
if you jump and get your glide and then vengeful, you carry your speed, so you'll just vengeful retreat and glide even farther.
Wait,
Like if
repeat
that
Yeah.
makes
repeat that one
sense.
more time.
Like if you glide first and then vengeful retreat and then glide after that, you'll carry your momentum and glide a lot farther.
Oh, like vengeful
Yeah.
retreat at the peak of your double jump.
Yeah.
No, like it's hard to explain. Like just get to a high plateau and then glide in like an opposite direction and then vengeful retreat the way you want to go and then glide after
Oh
and you'll
yeah, yeah. I
glide
have a
like two
macro for
times
that
farther.
actually.
Oh yeah.
That's my macro. Well, kind of like that. One sec. Yeah, it's just cast sequence like vengeful retreat glide.
Mhm.
Um, but like yeah, I'm pretty sure like when you're in gliding out of a vengeful retreat, like you move faster. I'm not sure if it's just in my head, but I'm pretty sure it feels like that. Like when I vengeful retreat out of LM to go to BS, like I think it makes you faster in the air. Don't quote me on that though, but it feels like it.
No, I think it definitely does. Also, I think Havoc is gonna be super good because casters are the meta now. So I think Mana Burn is gonna be super lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Metaburn just got nerfed too, like with the range.
I don't
So
think it's
like,
that bad, honestly.
I mean, like, I honestly I had never run Mana Burns, but like now that I think about it, like, why the fuck have I been running Mana Burn in this four heal meta this whole time, dude? Like,
Yeah.
literally, dude, like this four heal meta is disgusting, and like,
I think three heals well.
if I ran fucking Mana Burn, dude, like. That's literally like that's like the sequence of most like fights. It's like, okay, like don't let them drink, and you stop drinks and you win the fight. Like if I had
Mhm.
mana burn,
You just
like
speed that up.
dude,
That's what I'm saying
yeah,
with caster
so much
comps. I think
better.
it'll be good.
Yeah,
And from a
dude.
threes perspective, Mana Burn didn't even really change. The only class that it really affected is just monks because they can port it. But now that Vengeful Tree is off the global, you can usually still hit most of them, especially if they're orc. Just Vengeful after stun.
Wait, vengeful is
And
off what global?
Like, it,
off the
you can
global.
just
It's off
cast it.
global.
Like, you can cast it the same time as Mana Burn.
Oh,
Too.
nice. Cool, cool.
Yeah.
I obviously wouldn't know that.
Also, 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 like, yeah, mana burn is just like super good. Like, like for RBGs, like I'm thinking about like in arenas too. I
Honestly,
bet
for
it's
everything,
amazing.
yeah.
Like, if you're gonna run a mana burn, you definitely want to run like soft thing cap maybe, like just for that extra like burn. But
You can so with the new change,
uh,
you can
what do you
soft
think?
cap, but it's harder to hit because you have to do it while they're casting. So usually you kick them, and they're like, okay, this DH doesn't have kick anymore, and then that's when they stand still to cast, right? And then you mana
Yeah.
rift them and Vengeful Tree at the same time because Vengeful is off global, so they're slowed in that, and then you incap after and you hit it with the soft incap. But if you run Detain, you wait until it's halfway done. So like as soon as it hits 3, you wait till it gets halfway through that, if that makes sense. I mean, there's an easier way. So
So how much mana is it? Is it like
8%.
5%, 8%, 8%?
Yeah. Actually, an easier way is you detain and then cast any spell. The timing is a global, and then you mana rift out of that, and you hit it for the most part every time with detain. That's another little trick.
Hmm.
So you can just like detain, purge someone else, get some fury, and then mana burn, and you'll hit that mana burn out of detain. Or you can do that soft and cap trick. Like I said.
Yeah, Killrehx. I don't know, dude. Like,
What's up?
I feel like I don't know, dude. I don't know if Vengeance FC is really gonna be the meta though.
I think
Like,
I don't know
honestly,
if it's gonna be
after
meta.
like the proc changes,
The what?
like you
I
would
hate
the
that.
like the proc
Oh,
changes,
what
like
happened?
they, they would get your proc and then you
It doesn't
still your
reset
proc,
after
it
death.
doesn't reset
Oh,
after
it
death.
doesn't reset after you die, huh?
Mm-mm.
Uh,
It does
It's
not.
like the biggest change.
That's pretty big,
yeah,
actually.
it's
Damn,
huge.
so
I mean,
they kind of did
for
like
like
run it to the ground.
for like Twin Peaks, like you just jump off the edge, like you reset a proc, but like you can't do that.
Yeah,
Like
it's a
worst
pretty
That's
song
what I
big
was
can
deal.
do
saying.
that, but
Yeah, man, that's a pretty
So I don't
pretty
know.
big deal right
I
there.
don't know if you even run proc. I don't
huge.
know if you run like that soul barrier thing. I was thinking of
I
that.
used to always run that one instead of last resort,
I think that
even
might
when
be the
proc was
move.
in.
It
Yeah,
could it could be good, dude. Not now, dude. Like
no, but
I f-
I'm testing out this trample real quick. Hold that thought real quick, and just if you guys want to try it, like you can trample you can do like 3 bursts, like if you cast it 3 seconds apart of from each other of
So
trample.
you just wait till it hits 6 seconds and you
Yeah,
trample.
so like
Wait till it hits six
yeah,
seconds.
so like you know how it lasts 3 seconds, uh, and the cooldown is 12 seconds. So when you cast your first one, when those 3 seconds are up, you wait 3 seconds when it's down to 6 seconds left, and then you cast it again, and then you wait another
Mm.
3 seconds when that one's over, and then you cast it a third time. So you get like 3 bursts, and then the next one's
Mm-hmm.
up in like 6 seconds.
In like Borsong Gulch terms, you could easily get across the map just with that.
Yeah, but yeah, maybe like just not even leap unless you need to go through a door. But what were you gonna say, Steven?
um yeah, I just feel
Yeah,
like
maybe you're right.
uh
Like, 'cause of
yeah,
the last resort.
Vengeance is like the only time like all right, so like I've noticed in like super like high elo and shit, like the only time Vengeance DH is really good is like when literally like you kite to perfection to the fact that they can never touch you. Like
Oh yeah,
and you literally see that in games where literally like you'll be 2 leaps ahead of like their DPS at all times. You know what I mean?
yeah. You gotta. I guess you just gotta
Which
have be a high skill cap like Rascal. Like
like
they didn't catch him at
literally
all, except in the
yeah,
beginning.
if you vengeance correctly, like they will like you'll never be touched. And like
Mm-hmm.
if they try to cut you off, then you have healers that are like knowledge and like they'll meet you there. You know what I mean? Instead of your healers chasing you, like you literally have your healers like meet you at the spot that you're gonna be in like 10 seconds or 20 seconds or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess it's just yeah tankiness versus speed. Um, I don't know
Yeah.
like if like that one scene in that video. Uh, I mean, granted, they didn't life swap because the guy didn't take life swap.
Yeah.
Uh, like they still like the double boomy on the other team, facing Rascal's team. Like they cyclone both healers or something at the same time, or they cyclone one and root beam the other when the third healer was going from defense to offense. Like,
Mhm.
and that was enough to kill him. What stack? Like a
Or like
guardian.
tier
What was the
3.
stack? Let me see. Let me find it.
Are they
Oh,
actually
give
gonna
me a
play
second.
Vengeance
I
FC?
thought you meant when they killed me. You
No,
just
when they
dropped me in
killed
mid.
theirs, it was only two stacks,
Yeah.
and they killed the guardian. I don't know if it was just lucky and the guardian forgot to press some cooldowns. Maybe one of the healers didn't have trinket and the other one thought that he might have trinket, but in any
Well,
case, like
Guardians have.
they were still able to kill him, like uh, a guardian at two stacks, and that was at like that game. It was like people were pushing 2800 CR.
Mhm.
Um,
I don't know though, cause Guardian has 2 walls, and they have like that iron bar thing.
uh-huh.
I don't know what's the name
Oh,
of
the
it, but it's
thing
like
that
that
like
blue like mail.
yeah, yeah, but even then that you have to have like rage, but I don't know, like
Mhm.
maybe rage is just comes like
But then
nothing to them if they're being
Have
Rage
you
is
have
focused.
you
still
have
bad.
you have you also seen Mother's Den? Anybody that's in range of the Guardian Druid gets 50% increased life HP.
Oh,
That's pretty
that's
cool.
kind of insane too.
Yeah, it's called Mother's Den, and literally like if you're in range of the Guardian Druid, you literally have 15% more health.
Nice. Yeah, it's cool. Like I guess if they're trying to kill
Fucking
the
pretty
healer.
nasty, dude.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. Like I think there's still like a lot more questions to ask, like or unanswered questions, because
Mhm.
every season they try to nerf us a little bit. Like what was the last nerf? Like they reduced the duration of trample and they took out the what was that spell called where you take 40% less uh spell damage. You know what I'm talking about? They took
Yeah, yeah,
they took that those two things. I mean, they changed one and then they took that one out completely. But
yeah.
I think now like I don't know like if it's maybe not maybe it's not necessarily like meta, yeah. But maybe it's just evened out now a little bit more. I don't know though. But I'm pretty sure like that it might be just evened out because yeah, on one end like is can you kill it, and on the other end is can you catch it.
Mhm.
Exactly.
So it all depends, like I
Yeah.
guess how the team formed, like the comp that you're running, because obviously like if you're running double Shadow Priest or whatever, like the other team was, yeah,
Yeah,
Guardian was optimal. But I think if you're running like I don't
yeah,
know,
you're right.
because if you have a Shadow Priest on defense, obviously you wanna slow tank so that way the Shadow Priest can like kill people that are on you, because you're not like outrunning your
I think
Shadow
holy
Priest on D.
powers are gonna be super important too, because there's gonna be a lot of locks in Shadow Priest, and they give like that 15% reduced shadow damage.
Uh huh.
So I
Yeah.
think holy powers are gonna be back.
Yeah, so maybe like cause even with remember those changes that I just said, like the trample, like it got like reduced by like half or something, like the duration,
Mhm.
and like the last patch, not this one, and then the removal of that one spell, and DHs were still like the meta, like even
Yeah.
after those changes, like these changes, I mean, aside from the last resort, which I don't even like, sometimes some games I don't even like reset my proc, and it just comes up because like what are the games last like FC maps like 22 minutes to 25 minutes or something like that. I don't know. But that's enough for like what 3 4 procs to reset,
Mhm.
you know? So you still get a proc, you just don't get it like always when you want it. But the proc is still there because it's 8 minute cooldown. So I think like last resort is still like good, but obviously not as good, but it's still there. Um, yeah, no, I think that was what I wanted to say. There was something else, but I kind of forgot. But yeah,
I
I don't
wonder
know.
if that new trade is
I think
good.
it's just it's more equaled out now where people can actually like run cuz remember last patch, like just like last week, when we were playing, like people still kind of ran a Guardian, but like Guardian through the Boomy spec.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly people still ran DHFC. If you notice, like I mean, if you remember, like at least like even in like EU, like people still did the DHFC.
Yeah.
But now like I think it's gonna be like 50-50. It won't be just DHFC still. Maybe
Yo,
maybe. Yeah, go ahead. So
continue.
no, I
Yeah,
think yeah, just maybe.
fucking,
Yeah, maybe. We'll
fucking,
see.
I was queuing like, I don't know, probably like a couple weeks ago. And I saw like the Korean team, and they ran Prot Warrior Guardian Druid,
Just
and
double ran.
and it was fucking retarded, dude. Like, I literally just had, okay, so I had me and a Mistweaver on cap, right? And then I had my I had my warrior running around like just cutting off the warlock and the rogue so they wouldn't just one shot me because we were at 15 stacks. And literally my team was on offense for like fucking, I swear to God, dude, my team was literally like on offense for fucking like 4 or 5 minutes at least, like 5, maybe even 6 minutes at 15 stacks, and he was unkillable. Dude, Guardian Druid Prot Warrior with the H-Pal and 4 healers, like 4 healers with the H-Pal. He's literally unkillable, dude. It was like,
Oh
it was
yeah.
the dumbest shit I've ever seen. I swear to God, dude.
When was
And
that?
literally, it was like maybe like a month ago,
Oh okay.
and it was crazy. It was like some of the craziest shit I've ever seen. Like they ran 4 heals with a Guardian Druid and a Prot Warrior, and the dude was unkillable. And we queued into him, and we queued into fucking them twice on Twin Peaks. We beat them once because I literally like my rogue got the sap on the FC like right before he was about to pick, and I fucking capped it before they can pick. So we pretty much got the fast cap on them. And the second time, we never capped the flag at all because their dude was just never killable.
It was
And
a
then
Guardian FC, you said?
yeah, Guardian Druid FC
With a
and
prot?
Prot Warrior with a Prot Warrior.
Because of the buffs or
And
something, or in the peel?
yeah, the buffs and peels was like impossible to fucking kill him. It was actually
It's
crazy.
interesting. What MMR?
They're like 25 or so.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, that sounds pretty interesting. That's kind of, I mean, I don't know if I told you yet, Stevengreer, but that's kind of what I want to do. Like, I want to form like just a RBG league. Like, I was kind of joking about it in the stream. I don't know if you saw the Rex Cup, but yeah, like that was me kind of trolling and messing around with like this new subscription to Adobe I have. Like, I'm paying $70 a month for, like, where I get like Illustrator to make like logos and Premiere Pro to edit videos. But yeah, like, what do you think about this idea, Stevengreer? Like, where you know how Warcraft works, like where
Well,
you
for the RBG league.
yeah, basically just like find like people with
Well,
like no XP, and then you train them, and then you enter spectator mode with me and Rascal, and you guys just like coach your team during the game.
is that possible?
Yeah, I can make it possible, but it's just like you have to find your like team captain, or you can coach them directly.
I
But
mean, isn't that what they do in League of Legends?
yeah, kind of basically like that. Yeah, but
I mean, that's exactly what they do in League of Legends. They have a coach.
yeah, exactly, exactly. But you would be doing it like like bird's eye view, like you can move around, like
Yeah,
you can fly around the
yeah,
battleground. Um,
yeah.
but
It's
yeah,
if you're like, like hosting the game, so to speak. I guess.
yeah. I mean, it's mainly like, I mean, we're not gonna do any like commentating stuff. Like, it's nothing like professional, you know. It would be
Mm.
cool if one day RBG could be an esport. Like, if we like
Blow this
can
shit
get
up.
enough people to like maybe find
Exactly.
a partnership with someone. I don't know, but like right now, like I'm not even thinking about that right now. I just want to like have fun and like come up with like new comps maybe. I don't know, like where we don't have to be pressured by like if we're gonna lose rating or if the group is gonna disband after. But we can just like even
Yeah,
just have fun like being like let's say I put you guys versus each other, like Team Rascal versus Team Stevengreer, where like you guys have all players that have no XP,
Mm-hmm.
but you guys have
Yeah.
coached, like which team would be better?
Yeah.
And then yeah, you guys can like spectate, just whenever you guys get tired of RBGs like me, and have extra time, we can do it, whatever.
I mean, the ultimate goal would be to bring RBGs to BlizzCon, but I don't think that'd ever happen
Yeah,
unless you really like.
yeah, I think like Resurgent might be trying to do that, but yeah, like I just like even if we can like help them in some way with that, like that would be cool. But I think they're just maybe they're struggling with like having, I guess, enough people to do it. I think
Just like a
because
solid roster.
I mean, have you seen the Twin Cup?
the what? The Twin Cup?
The twin, yeah, the
Oh,
Twin
the
Cup.
Twin
Have you
Cup.
seen it?
No, no, no. Who did that?
You haven't seen it, dude? It was insane. It was for like a bunch of money too. It
When
was
was
like
this?
double.
I did hear about that
Uh,
too.
fuck. I know Seth's team wanted. They like overthrew this like one team and they won a bunch
So
of
what
money,
what
but
map was
like
it?
Warsong.
That's so
Warsong,
cool.
And literally it was level 19s versus level 19s. And dude, Seth's team definitely used a pickup bot because they literally won at the last like 2 seconds, and they re-picked the flag like 3 times.
That's pretty cool.
Like, but yeah, they fucking they did like a twin cup, and literally it was like all level 19s, and like it was insane, dude.
Uh,
And like they had like spectators and like commentators and shit. It's on stream and shit. They had
uh-huh.
like 100 viewers.
Um, that's cool, man. Yeah, I'd love to see that video. I think I might have heard about it, but I didn't know that there was a video. Uh, or if there even is a video. I don't know if you said that there was, but that sounds pretty cool. Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
cool to.
about it.
Yeah, that'd be cool to like do something like that, except at max level with like people, even if they have no gear, it doesn't matter, cause like the way I know how to do it, like when both teams enter the battleground, everyone is at equal gear. Everyone's at the tournament gear.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I mean that's why I made this Discord channel or server, because I have, you see the channels like spectator, that could be us. We could have coaches lounge too. And then the team captain's like the person that kind of communicate. Like if you want to talk one on one with the leader of that team, which technically it's gonna be your team, but if you don't want to
Mhm.
like talk to the team because they're nobodies.
Yeah.
But basically just like have one lieutenant. Like if you guys want to be a coach, like just have one lieutenant maybe. But yeah, you guys would kind of form your own groups, and then once you guys have 10, each have 10, then you guys can join me here in the spectator channel, and then we
Mm-hmm.
all join the same group, and then I queue us up as,
Then we'll just be like the casters of it.
yeah, I mean, if you want to, commentate and cast, like you can, but just like, being able to move around and improve your team, that's the goal. Like, but if you want to do anything extra, you can, by all means. Like you can send it in, add it to your resume, whatever works for you. If you want to be a caster, but yeah, like I was saying, like it would just be kind of like to make your team more solid, like so you can see everything that's going on. Kind
Yeah.
of like Warcraft, like, or like League of
Like better.
Legends or Age of Empires. You just have your little
Yeah, like League.
your
Yeah.
little peons. Like a game of chess.
Literally a game of chess, dude. Yeah, that's why Team ABN is so strong, because literally like everybody listens to Ebony, like
Uh-huh.
like I was watching like, all right, so like I was queuing with Mikasa and we beat Dippin, and it was literally we literally won the game because, well, first off, we got a fucking flag at middle on EOTS, like magically got a flag at middle, and our fucking boomkin, instead of like holding it and then capping it, he literally just held it and then died. And and their fucking Mistweaver picked it, and fucking I watched the VOD, and Dippin was like, roll off the edge, like you don't need the flag, roll off the edge, and fucking Pluto was like, no, like let's cap it, and fucking we got the flag back, capped it, and we were up by like 3 points, and we won the game.
Nice.
And literally, like, we won that game because like Dippin's team isn't like strong in the fact that like they didn't like listen to Dippin. They should have like listened to Dippin. He's the lead. He calls, like he makes the calls, and like instead people were like, no, let's do this, and they literally lost the game because of that. And they're all like 2,800, 2,900.
Totally.
It was a huge upset. Like
Totally.
I wish I could watch the fucking. Pretty sure, I don't know if he cut the stream afterwards, but I couldn't watch the VOD of him like raging super hard and shit. But I know he rages super hard.
Who Dippin?
Mhm.
Cool. Yeah, I know I've never really played with him. I think I've heard of him though. But watch this real quick. Or have you tried it yet, Rascal? The trample?
Nah.
Yeah.
Can I respec here?
I don't know. So like I'm trampling, and then 2, 3, and then I
Just
trample
like a
again,
little glide in between, yeah.
and then 1, 2, 3, and then I trample again. So that's pretty OP. You should try that if you want to, Steven. It's pretty OP. Is that like? Oh, never mind. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Pretty confident in DHFC still. You just gotta. Yeah, I think it's just evened out because you saw in that video like they still killed the Guardian at 2 stacks, and Guardians don't have proc.
I think talented Vengeance players will still
Yeah,
thrive. I think it'll be okay.
it would be cool to get your your own little DH like Padawans, for this. And then just like kind of teach them the ways so that they can FC for your team, Team Rascal, Team Stevengreer.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know if you guys are down in the next couple of days, but I'm probably gonna do something in the next couple of days. I'm just trying to find like coaches,
Yeah, just keep me posted.
Yeah, for sure.
Sounds cool.
Yo, Rascal, that was so funny the other day when you DC'd and you went to go pick up the orb, and I picked up the orb and I fucking meted on you, and then you fucking logged back in, fucking fell eruption, I-beamed on me, and I died. I was just like, fuck.
Oh, you say typical. What I just
I was dying, dude. I was like, oh, he's DC'd. And I thought about it for like a second. I was like, should I leave him? I was like, nah, I'm gonna fucking kill this motherfucker. And then he fucking just lied back in, fucking stunned me, and the eye beat me, and I fucking died. I was like,
just melt you.
That shit was so funny.
I think Resurgent might have like some or like actual like BG tournaments like pretty soon, like in the next like few weeks. So
that's with Darkman, right?
Yeah. So it'd be cool if we could like, I mean, we can have like our little teams, but you know how hard it is to like get, like I mean, if you can't really like you see on their website how you can like sign up for the tournament, but you have to have like 10 players total. So imagine having like 10 of your B tags. Like they're not gonna want to like do this little like tournament instead of queuing rated battlegrounds. You know what I mean? So imagine if you had like your own little team of like loyal players like through this, that you kind of train, and then when the tournament time comes, you just swap out your DH for you, and then you just enter the tournament with all these little loyal, peons. Like so you actually have a team to play with instead of just like because the way the way what happened last time like this weekend is that it was just a bunch of like teams of 10 players, like 4 teams of 10 players, but like nobody knew each other, so it was like chaos. It was like they were raging at each other. People would leave after losses or even wins. Like it was just very unorganized. But like it would be cool if we could have like just people that know each other that like have grown together to just like join this tournament. I think that'd be tight. Cause we need more stuff like this, especially if we want RBG to be an esport, you know?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I feel like RBGs are super fucking is like ultimate skill cap because I don't like arena that much.
Yeah, Sam.
I love arenas, but like like it's just the fact that it's 10v10. It's not like comp versus comp. Like I know Rascal's like super like high in like threes, and I know it's like comp versus comp sometimes, and it boils down to like, oh fuck, like we're queuing against this, like it's gonna be a really rough game. You know what I mean? But like RBGs, it's like you can literally make whatever fucking comp you want. It doesn't fucking matter. Like you could have 10 rogues on your team. Like
Yeah,
Honestly,
exactly.
like, a way different skill set too. Like
yeah, like
arenas
objectives
and
and shit.
RBGs. Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy, dude.
RBGs.
Like what you were saying about having the prot warrior with the guardian and like 4
Yeah.
healers, like that sounds pretty
And then
pretty crazy.
they just played a high stack, and literally it was like we like the only way I could die is if the warlock and the rogue connected.
Uh-huh.
And it was like, okay, I told our warrior, I was like, listen, like you need to like farm that fucking warlock and rogue and GY or else I'm gonna die. Like, and like she like ended up going offense, and she just like, and then I was like, oh fuck, the warlock's here, the rogue's here, 15 stacks, like, and I'm just here I just have me and a Mistweaver, like, and I'm
That's
fucking
like
dead.
that's like training wheels comp. Like I think I don't know, it could be interesting if you guys do decide to form your little, you know, your little teams, like to just figure out what the handicap comp is so it's easier to win like with like no XP players. Like just straight up training wheels, like have the prot warrior or even like I think prot paladin I don't know if it's still in, but like when I played some like, you know, alts with what's his name? Uh expert. And like yeah, he ran like prot pally defense and it was pretty good because of the peel and I guess the off heals. It wasn't bad. Um but yeah, I think that would be the way to go, to be honest, like especially if you're forming with like no XP people, like just form a training wheels comp.
Yeah, and also yeah, there's just like it's almost like limitless. Like you could literally like there's just so much different shit you do.
You can literally just invent your own thing and it could be the next meta. Like you wouldn't even know because you can't really test these types of things if you're queuing like with your, you know, your high XP friends.
Yeah, people just like to stick to the same thing.
Yeah, it's too risky like otherwise.
Exactly.
Especially the higher CR they get. I don't know, could be a cool little project, but yeah, maybe like in the next day or two we'll do it. Maybe I'll do something tonight, I'm not sure, but I don't know, it could be harder to get people like, you know, in like 2 hours. I don't know, we'll see. Just I think I have you both added now, do I?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. If not, let me see. Let me make some space.
On B tag.
Yeah, let me make some. I have like max capacity, but I'm making space.
Yo,
Yeah.
well, I'm about to go queue up some threes.
Yeah, for sure, guys.
But definitely, yeah, keep me posted with
yeah, it
all
was
that.
fun chatting.
Oh, for sure. I honestly didn't think anything was gonna come of it. Just like saw myself in that video.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't even know what this is.
No, yeah. If you guys have,
I like the sound of it.
yeah, if you guys have any vengeance questions, you know, hit me up. I still think it's, you know, good. Maybe not meta, but you know, you know, Rascal. That video kind of shows the world, and I'll put a part 2 soon. So it's just stay posted.
Nice talking to you guys.
Yeah, you too.
Alright, yeah, later.
Peace. You out too? What
Uh,
are you gonna do?
yeah, I'll dip in a sec.
Alright.
But yeah, dude, fucking Vengeance is fucking sick. Like for all maps, dude. Like you're saying, like ninjaing and shit. Like
Oh yeah. And even if the
Like,
ninja
you're-
fails, like you can just sit and send the rogue sitter into team fight. It's not a big deal.
yeah,
It works
Like-
either way.
you just do so much. It's crazy.
Yeah, there's so much. Like you have your Illidan's Grasps as a CC, and if they trinket, you have them prison. But at that point, like uh, when they do trinket, like the capper, the rogue capper, is already halfway through it, so you don't even need to fear after that. You can if you want, and then trample to lock them into the fear, but it's not really needed because usually they get it when you imprison because they have no trinket because they trinketed the Illidan's Grasp. Illidan's Grasp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just pretty OP, dude.
Yeah, man.
I fucked around before, like in like low MMR, like Rathi Basin, and I ran around just like ninjing bases the whole time. Like,
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
it wasn't like, it wasn't high. It was like probably like fucking 2K or some shit, but like. It was just like funny that the fact that I literally just like floating everywhere around the map. Like I literally could just be anywhere on the
Yeah.
map in an instant, dude. Like
Yeah.
even if I had to go there to spin a base, like it's just like that crazy. Like
Yeah. It's basically like it's almost like being a stealthy because the element of surprise is there. Like you're there within like in EOTs, you can cross that bridge and be at the other base in like 4 seconds probably. So
yeah,
you have like the element of surprise of being kind of stealthy because you're just that fast, and especially now like with the I'll call it like triple trample burst.
yeah.
Like I think that's pretty good. Like you can be across like you can be at like DR from DR to FR a lot quicker because you don't have to wait on trample. Like 45-second trample.
Yeah, it's just pretty sick.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, I'm probably gonna eat. I think I sent you my B tag if you wanna, you know, network later about this little side project I'm doing. Play WoW chess. Or if you want to do that, hit me up.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool, man.
I'll catch you later, dude.
Peace, dude.